Okay, last up is going to be John Humphreys, founder and CEO of One Up Golf. One Up Golf was one of the first companies that went through the LaunchPad program in the sports sector last year. We're very proud of the accomplishments that they've had, so we're going to invite John to come up right now.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Paul. It was actually about a year ago that we actually went through LaunchPad. A lot of great feedback. I also want to thank Sportsman Marketing for the invitation to be here. Let me tell you a little bit about what One Up Golf is. Well, we all know the old question, the answer to the question, how do we get to Carnegie Hall? Wow, lively crowd. Practice, 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 right? Well, for 100 or so years in golf, people have been trying to get better at golf, and there really is no shortcut to doing it. In fact, for most of us, and how I came up with this idea actually about 4 or 5 years ago, was I love golf, but I hate to practice. And there's 2 reasons why people don't get better at golf. The first is, you go buy a bucket of balls, you go to your range, you sit there and you're by yourself. It's a very lonely thing to actually practice golf. So number 1, it's boring. So you're by yourself. And the second thing is, it's not social. So what we wanted to do is create a place that would actually give people an opportunity to have fun practicing golf. And that's when we came up with One Up Golf. So what we're going to be doing is actually building facilities, 75,000 square foot facilities where people can come and actually have fun playing golf. So this is going to be a 3-story facility. It's going to have a rooftop bar and lounge, a micro brew pub. It's going to have meeting space. It's going to have 100 luxury boxes, basically hitting suites, or what you call luxury boxes. We're going to build this like a stadium. And you're also going to have in there, you're going to also have facilities where you're going to have retail space as well. So we're going to have lots of different things that you can do. So you're basically hitting out of a living room. So this is not only for the serious golfer, this is for the beginner golfer, or just basically the husband and wife going out with friends on a Friday night and say, I don't want to go to the movies, I just don't want to go for dinner. I want to do something different. And guess what? We are now in an entertainment industry, and that is what's really been growing. If you look at anything that's going on, whether we go to the movies now and you can order drinks and you can order food while you're watching a movie, and people spend a fortune to do that, people want to be entertained. Now our core customer, hey, you know what? People say you're getting in the golf industry, John, you are crazy. Because the golf industry's actually been dying. In fact, every 48 hours a golf course closes permanently in the United States. Now why is that? Well, the newer generations of millennials, they're not playing golf as much anymore. You know why? It takes too much time. It's too hard to master. They don't want to put the time into it. So they want to do things that are quick and easy. So we want to actually be able to create something to get that demographic. Now the demographic we're looking for is that 29 to 59-year-old. We want the people that have got disposable income and want to do something. And we also know that serious golfers also will travel. So actually, golf-related travel in California actually has gone up over the years, even though the golf industry actually has declined. Now our business models actually are real simple. We have a lot of different things that we're going to be making money on. Memberships, renting your suites, food and beverage, meeting space, sponsorships. So like I said, we're working with Sportsman Marketing. We're actually going to be building this out like stadiums. And if you've ever been to a stadium, you see a lot of advertising there. So we're going to actually create this like a Bud Light business, where you build it and people are going to come and they're going to want to hang out there for 3 or 4 hours and spend money. Now our primary competition, some of you may already have heard of Topgolf. You know, this was interesting. A number of years ago, I ran into a Topgolf facility out in Chicago, and I was like, wow, they're doing something similar. It was fantastic because they have actually proven the market. They actually have probably about 15 facilities going on now. They're actually building a $50 million facility in Las Vegas in the next couple of years, and they are really booming. They're actually creating a new buzz in the marketplace. So people ask, you know, what is the difference between One Up Golf and Topgolf? Well, the first thing, since we're at a technology conference, is our technology. If you've been to a Topgolf, basically what they do is they have an RFID chip that they put in a golf ball. And you hit out to sunken greens. And when the ball hits in that sunken green, it records where you hit it. Well, that wasn't good enough for me. You know, being a golfer, loving to practice, our entire field is live. So no matter where you hit that ball, it's live. And we wanted to gamify things more than ever. So when you come to One Up Golf, you're actually going to build an avatar for yourself. And can you imagine this, that you have buddies in the first floor hitting in a suite? You can now challenge your buddies that are playing in a suite on the 3rd floor. And when we have multiple locations, we're actually going to be doing a one-up golf tour where San Diego can play New York in tournaments. So we're going to be doing a lot of gamification. We're going to do virtual leaderboards. And then as people actually earn money doing this in terms of your virtual money, we're going to have that translated into dollars that they can spend in their cities. Now let me tell you where we're going to be going in our first 2 spots. The first one is near and dear to me because I currently live in San Diego. We're building our first facility in San Diego. And our second one is actually where I grew up originally, which is Long Island. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that. So 2 major locations. The first one is going to be California. Now, we have a $6.5 billion golf market here in San Diego, which is really, really big. And this is actually, it's probably a little bit hard to see, but this is the site map. It's already been developed. We're going to be right across from Fry's, actually in San Marcos, right on Route 78. It's about 500,000 cars that go past this place every single day. It could not be a better spot. That'll be able to take advantage of even people from Orange County coming down. And we also do want to develop Orange County, and we also want to develop all the other areas in California. We have a California strategy. We want to build in San Diego, Orange County, Los Angeles, and then put in secondary markets out into places like Temecula Valley, into Laughlin, to Palm Springs, even go into Reno and some of those areas as well, because we know people that travel a lot between these places when they vacation. Now the second place is actually pretty exciting. We all know what happened with the New York Islanders. Any Islander fans in the crowd? All right, a few diehards. Well, when I grew up, and I grew up on Long Island, and I actually saw the Islanders win the Stanley Cup in the early '80s, and they've been breaking my heart ever since. And so I actually grew up about 15 minutes from the Nassau Coliseum. Now the New York Islanders are now moved to Brooklyn, into the Barclays Center, and with our affiliation with Sports One, we have actually gotten into a new development deal that is going to be in New York. This is on the bottom of the screen. You're going to see the old Nassau Coliseum, and it's old, let me tell you. So they're doing a $250 million renovation with Barclays, where they're going to be redesigning the Nassau Coliseum, and then right behind that, 75 acres of land that they're going to develop into the biggest sports recreational facility in all of New York. Best part, it's about 1.3 million people live in Nassau County alone. That doesn't even include New York City or Suffolk County. And like I said, now we have partnered in with Sports One Marketing with Dave Meltzer and Donald Sujo, and also Barclays is now a part of the equation as well. To go back to San Diego as I wrap up, it's going to be about $21 million to build one of our facilities out, and the best part about it is we've actually raised that money. So we have raised our money. We're going to be opening up. Thank you very much. That's a big thing I had updated with Paul that happened in the last year. And the best part about that is that we probably will be opening in January of 2017 in San Diego, followed by New York, which is also funded. So we're real excited about that. We have a great 5-year performer that we put together. We've got some great conservative, mid-level, and aggressive revenues that we're going to be looking to make. But even if you look at our mid-level projections, we're going to be doing very, very well in terms of having it be a cash-rich business. Now, in terms of this, what I wanted to share with you is, as I wrap up our investment opportunity, is we do have a great core team that we put together. They represent all facets of what we need in our business. Our term sheet, actually, people saying, why are you raising money? Well, it's always nice to raise money when you actually are funded, and we wanted to give people an opportunity to be a part of One Up Golf. So we wanted to raise just an initial seed round of $2.5 million, and these are for individuals that the first $2.5 million additional money that we raise from private people like yourselves, you'll not only get to participate in funding from San Diego, but you will be able to participate in actual revenues from all of our One Up Golf locations. So we're going to give you a convertible note, and you can convert that into a revenue share. After that, we're going to raise another $10 million per project, and you'll be able to participate in the revenue shares of those individual projects. Last thing I wanted to share is that some traditional investors want an equity in One Up Golf. We'd be happy to entertain that as well, but most of the investor community that we've been dealing with, they say, equity is nice, but I want to participate in the cash flows. So I'm real excited about opening up One Up Golf, and we're really happy to be the Coke to Topgolf's Pepsi. So I'd like to thank you so much, Paul, for allowing me to be here. I want to thank Dave Meltzer and